I saw you like going to war with someone in your Instagram comments. I like clicked in it because like I think your audience is like, why the fuck is Aubrey with this fucking douchebag? Fucking, and you like replied to someone like, fucking tearing them up. I was like, that's my fucking boy.
That's right, man.
But it's people who meet me. They're like, dude, like why don't you just like do a podcast and like people can see the real you, and like these conversations are so different or something. And I'm like, I do that. I have a podcast every other week. The thing is, people don't want to see the real me.
Yeah.
And also I'm a complex person, and I think a lot of people are probably complex, but like I have so many different sides to me that all fit into this like giant puzzle pieces. Like, yeah, I could be the asshole saying crazy shit on stage as an entertainer, but I see that as theater. And I think that's what people see the most of, the viral clips, the stunts, the shit talk, me being brash, wearing jewelry and all these things and jets and da-da-da. And it's like, yeah, that's because like I like that stuff and I work my ass off and I'm going to live life to the fullest. But people don't come in and tune in like my audience does. Like there's like a million people who know Jake Paul and like really ride with me, but then there's like 100 million people who like just think they know me and they don't. But I can't seem to find that way where, you know, we put out this podcast, I think it's gonna do well, but people want to see me, you know, talking shit to Ryan Garcia and blowing shit up and drama, or talking about me and Logan's relationship falling apart then coming back together. It's like they don't, these types of things, and it's sad. I hate that our social media worlds have created a place where drama, negativity, and hatred is what people perpetuate and want to focus on. And a lot of times like the goodness, the long, in-depth conversations, the things that actually matter get lost.
And at the same time, though, it's like, I really think you've done exactly the right thing, because this is the way to get a lot of attention. And because I know your art, and you know, we had this conversation with Brandon, who's working so fucking hard, just dedicated to actually making every little thing work. And I was having this conversation, like, you guys are building a kingdom, and this kingdom is getting massive amounts of attention. And I see where this is going. And that's part of the project we're working on, is we're going to take all of this attention that we've got and you've got, and then start actually delivering messages that are going to profoundly shape the course of, you know, culture. And I think that's so, you know, I wouldn't suggest you have done it any other fucking way, because this is the way to get attention.
There's always the beautiful irony of it being the least suspecting person too, right?
Yeah.
Like, in what world would you expect 5 years from now Jake Paul to be the person that's infusing so much good into the world through the following that he's built? You know, it's just gonna be, it's great. And it's happening. It's heading in that direction.
It's going that direction. And that's why all of everybody here, you know, who's just fucking laying out and doing it, to just know that it's not just for fucking chains and planes and all of that. It's actually getting the attention that's necessary, so that when the messages are ripe and ready and it's time, that actually we can start gathering the allies and gathering the right information and delivering them into culture. And, you know, it's all according to a higher plan.
That's still currently what drives me, is to be this billionaire, because I can then utilize that power and that money, which is what drives the world, to actually change and affect politics, affect education, say what I want on podcasts. I oftentimes still currently censor myself with my true opinions and thoughts, because I know that I will be canceled or stifled or torn apart or torn to pieces by certain companies and things that won't allow me to get to a place where I can fully be free
and unfuckwithable.
And I'm still not at that point yet. But that's why I work so hard, and that's where, like, I guess to paint the picture of the plan, it's like, you know, growing more, creating the Fighters Union, disrupting the health space, even just with W, like making products that are slightly better, slightly more healthier, and continuing to do that and bringing those things to educate people on their toothpaste. Like we want to launch a W toothpaste with no fluoride, like, and all the chemicals that you're putting in your mouth every day with these like terrible toothpaste, like all these things to help people on the health side, political side, getting involved with speaking more. And then our project with, you know, we're working on a book behind the scenes, targeted towards young men, and also like a whole franchise of books that are basically to help humanity in general.
Yeah.
Look at people. I know how much you love to go to MLB games during the summer, create all those memories, take down some hot dogs to the mouth, pause, nachos, the whole experience. Maybe catch a home run. And I always use gametime.co to get my tickets to sporting events, concerts, comedy shows, you name it. Game Time has the best deals possible. They have a 110% price match guarantee. They have a policy where you get your money back if you get fired from your job for attending a game. I mean, Game Time is the best. You could see your seats before you purchase the tickets. You don't want to show up and be sitting behind a pole. I've done that at an MLB game too before, actually. And they have last minute deals. Save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc. Flash deals, zone deals, all types of deals. Deals is what I call Game Time, baby. And you can download the Game Time app. Use the code JAKE, Jake, for $20 off your first purchase. Download the Game Time app. Use the code JAKE, Jake, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guarantee. Go now.
There's so much information out there now which is great, but actually so much of it is competing information. So how do you actually know which information to follow? So you can listen to a lot of podcasts, and that's where people are getting a lot of information. But from, just Googling things, there's so much pharmaceutical money. There's so much big food money. There's so much. I mean, they came out with a food study from, I think, Tufts University that was saying Lucky Charms is better for you than an egg, when you ran the numbers. And it's like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Like this is obviously bought and paid for, captured entities who are getting the funding from the wrong place. So it's taking all of the actual accurate best information to help guide people and lead people to a better future. We're in a fucking perilous time.